Jefferson got a step on him, and we put it on the inside, and it's a huge play. Let's go. We all know the trio at LSU was lethal. Today we're seeing what would happen if they played together in the NFL too. Similar to my Josh Allen and Tyreek Hill video, we will be seeing what these three players can do in a single season of franchise, and we're going to play the first one. Starting out there with an awesome throw and catch from Burrow to Jefferson. Haven't seen that since the college days. But this team also has T. Higgins too as he drops the ball. We all know that Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow are, of course, still elite. Whoa, gotta get rid of that one. But how would they perform as a trio once again in the NFL? I think they would be phenomenal. And I think, actually, that it will happen eventually. We're just going to throw that one over the top to Higgins. If you just look at how much all three of these guys really love each other, I think eventually it's just a matter of time before they team up. And I think Burrow would be the type of guy to almost throw an interception. As I was saying, though, he would be the type of guy to maybe take that pay cut to get another player like Justin Jefferson on the team. I really could see that because I think, end of the day, he wants to win just like he did at LSU. 3rd and inches now. We're moving down the field. We could have either of our LSU boys for the touchdown here. Let's see. We're just going to throw it up to Justin Jefferson. He can't get it done. 4th and inches. You know we're going for it. So it's a play action. We only have Jefferson on the field for this one. But honestly, we might just have to hit Brown, which we are going to do. Oh, okay, down to the 10. Let's go. Here we have some odd routes. Like Jamar Chase's is a really weird one. We'll see what that can bring. If it's a man coverage, it might be decent. But oh my gosh, he's wide open. And he catches it. Let's go. What a route. That was sick. Here we go. We're back at it, and I am loving the look of this Justin Jefferson route. And I mean, these three were insane in college. They played Oklahoma, I remember. Put up like 70 on him. It was outrageous. Here we have both of them running the exact same route. We're going to hit him there. He holds on. Able to get some yards. Okay. Okay, now we have a 3rd and kind of long. We're looking at Justin Jefferson over there. Burrow's going to heave it. What a catch. Let's go. Here we go. Could you imagine teams having to try to lock up all three of these wide receivers? That would be outrageous. I mean, you're already double teaming Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson a lot. If they were both on the field at the same time, I don't think there'd be much you can do. And we hit Justin Jefferson for his first touchdown. Back with Burrow. Let's go. Here we go. Beginning of the second half, we only have Jefferson out here with us. But Burrow's going to drop back. We're going to try to hit the tight end, though. Woo! That was nice. Jefferson is getting pressed over there. They are dropping back into a zone. We're going to try to hit Jefferson. Let's go. This is so sick. This was one team that I for sure wish would have been able to be in a college football game. LSU, that team was outrageous. And look at them now. They're still the best players in the world. Here we go. 2nd and 10. Jamar Chase is going to get wide open. Nah, we didn't. He should have caught that, though. Come on. Okay, both of our boys getting pressed right now. I like Jefferson's matchup a little better because that is Denzel Ward guarding Jamar over there. Yikes. It's intercepted. Okay, this might be a close game after all. Hopefully our defense can do something. And that they do, but we are stuck on the 6-yard line now. Don't want to get sacked by Myles Garrett, give up a safety. Joe Burrow rolling out. Get a couple yards and get slammed into the ground. A lot of motion in this play, but maybe we can get someone open. I'm actually kind of liking the look of it. We're just going to hit the tie. Oh my gosh, I don't even know what happened there. Now we have the mesh spot look, and we might be looking at Higgins, honestly, just to get an easy first down. Nope, we're looking at Chase to get an easy first down. He goes down with it. There we go. Okay, Justin Jefferson getting pressed again, but that same guy intercepted one earlier. Jefferson got a step on him, and we put it on the inside, and it's a huge play. Let's go. Jefferson and Chase both running very similar routes. Jefferson wide open. We know he can work in the open field. There we go. This one could end up in the end zone if we can hit Jefferson. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, he cooked him. Go, Jefferson. Go. Go. He gets it to the end zone. Jefferson's second touchdown with Joe Burrow. Feels just like old times out here. Maybe we can hit either of them here depending on the look. We're gonna hit Jefferson. He has a lot of space. Juke, stay up. Juke again. Okay, down to a 3rd and 1. They call a timeout. We're gonna run this play action and look at Jefferson or Chase. Not able to get it out. Yikes. Okay. I mean, I feel like if we go for this and don't get it, we lose. But if we go for it and get it, we win. So let's try that. We're just going to dump it off the Brown. And he gets the first down. There we go. The Browns took another timeout. They only have 1 left. So if we can stay in bounds. I'm just going to go with Burrow and slide on down. 2nd and 1. They take their last timeout. Back looking at this bench look. Here we go. We're just going to run it and slide down again with Burrow. There we go, getting his legs active. I'm trying to get into the end zone at least one more time. Do you hold on to that? Okay, okay. All right, we are going to keep throwing it just because we want to get those stats up. Because we're trying to get Burrow an MVP this year. I'm honestly surprised he's never had one. Hold on to it. There we go. Jefferson getting pressed over there again. Got to watch the release. We'll just hit Jamar. Able to get a couple. Okay, okay. We are going to simulate to the end of this franchise and see how they perform and also see if they can get to a Super Bowl. I'm very intrigued by that. We're just going to hit Brown this time. Beautiful play. We're going to win this one easy. But let's just get into the end zone one last time. Hopefully with one of our boys. A little bit of motion. I'm just going to hit Jamar. He's going to get down to a 1st and goal. We're going to hurry up. We want this touchdown. Come on. And we want it with one of our guys. We're going to try to hit a slant maybe. He's there. Fall into the end zone, and Justin Jefferson gets his 3rd touchdown with Burrow on the day. You can see this connection coming back to life already. We played the first game, and we started off 1-0. Burrow, 66% completion percentage, 316 yards, 4 touchdowns. Did have that 1 interception. Let's look at our boys. So Justin Jefferson, 10 receptions, 184 yards, 3 touchdowns. And Jamar Chase was also out there getting his. He had 63 yards and a touchdown. Very, very, very good game from these 3. We saw it at LSU. Let's see if they can win a championship in the NFL. Let's go ahead and send to that Super Bowl and see what they can do. Okay, this Bengals team was really freaking good. 12-5. Had an outstanding year. They are in the wild card, taking on the Chiefs in the first round of the playoffs. And let's go ahead and look at the stats. Well, first the awards. We'll look at the awards, see if our boy, yes, Joe Burrow did end up winning MVP. Let's go to the AFC and look at Offensive Player of the Year. Whoa, whoa. T. Higgins was 2nd in Offensive Player of the Year. And then Jefferson was 8th. Hold on. Now let's go look at the stats and see if did Joe Burrow like hitting T. Higgins more? No, he didn't. How does that make? I guess from a wide receiver 3 to get 1,100 yards is pretty wild. But these 3 had almost 4,000 of Joe Burrow's 5,000 yards. Yes, Joe Burrow had just over 5,000 yards, 44 touchdowns, and 4 interceptions. An outstanding year. Let's look at the receiving though. How he didn't win Offensive Player of the Year, I don't know. Justin Jefferson had 1,500 yards and 11 touchdowns. That makes sense on why I did not notice this. That makes sense why he was almost Offensive Player of the Year. He had 20 touchdowns. T. Higgins, that is insane, my man. Only 5 touchdowns for Jamar Chase, but he had 1,200 yards. So it looks like these guys were setting up Higgins to get all of the touchdowns. Kind of insane that Burrow threw all of his touchdowns to 5 different players. But, I mean, I guess when you have 20 from one player, that's just how it's going to go. And it looks like the run after catch numbers for T. Higgins was insane. He had more receptions than Jamar Chase just by a little, and then a lot less than Jefferson. But his run after catch, wow. Okay, this team went dummy. Let's see if they can make the Super Bowl. We're going to simulate this first week against the Chiefs. Hopefully they can take them down. Okay, first round of the playoffs, and they beat the Chiefs 17-16. Not a very crazy game, but now we have to take on the division rival, the Ravens. They were 12-5 as well, and we have to go to the Ravens Stadium to play this one. Wish us luck. Here we go. And the Bengals got destroyed. You can see it up there. It was 42-21. Can we see a box score? I'm not sure. But man, that was rough. That was a rough loss to take right there. We're going to give these boys one last chance. They do only have an 80 overall defense, but they have 299 overall receivers. We're going to send them straight to the Super Bowl and see if they can win it the next year. I hope they can make it. I'd love to play with these guys in a Super Bowl. Let's see. Whoa, this team was even worse the second year, not even making the playoffs. They went 6-11. Joe Burrow still had an outrageous year, as you can see on those stats over there. We'll see who won the awards. So Joe Burrow, with these two wide receivers, goes back-to-back for league MVP. And let's see if one of them know. Once again, T. Higgins is third, and Jefferson is seventh. But Jamar Chase is nowhere to be found. But Joe Burrow, he looks like he had an outstanding year. Let's take a look. He did have a really good year. 5,100 yards, 42 touchdowns, and 7 interceptions. Pretty good. Let's go to receiving now. And wow. T. Higgins made Jamar Chase the wide receiver 3 out here. And T. Higgins had 10 less catches and 33 more yards. That is outrageous. But Jefferson was the overall wide receiver 1, getting 8 touchdowns. But once again, Higgins out here getting touchdowns like crazy. He had 16. Again, killed in the rack. Jamar Chase had 11 touchdowns and 1,200 yards. A really good year from this team, but I guess it's probably just the defense that let them down. We can look at team stats and defensive stats and look at total yards here. And yeah, the Bengals allowed the most yards, and let me guess, the most points too. Yeah, so this defense really let that powerful offense down. But what a couple of years for these two. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked it, please make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and comment any other team-ups you would like to see me explore in a franchise mode. I'll see you next time. Peace.